Man, I've been loving these conversations about the power of words, because it's actually like I'm feeling convicted even right now, just sitting here, right, as we talk about this stuff, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be so careful.
Yeah.
I almost said I need to be. I do
Yeah.
need to be,
Yeah.
but I also want to be.
Yeah.
Like I want to be careful of what I say. I want to be intentional about what I say, to know that like this mouth that God gave me has the ability to pour life into people.
Yeah.
And I want to do that.
And it's the fruit of the Spirit, self-control. And that is the hardest one.
Right, to control your tongue.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. I like this verse. Maybe uncomfortable for some. Ephesians 4, verse 29. Actually, I'm going to read 28, just so we can get the context. It says, if you're a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good hard work, and then give generously to others in need. So I like that this is already setting up, like, if you're a thief, just don't steal. But it's saying, like, you have hands. Use your hands for good things. Stop using your hands for bad things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this also applies to this next verse in 29 as it starts to talk about words. It says, don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. So basically, if you have hands, use your hands for good things.
Wow.
And if you have words, if you have a mouth, use your words for good things.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time letting your mouth like speak forth foul and abusive language.
Yeah.
But let the things that we say be good and let them be helpful. Are the things that we're saying actually helping people? Because sometimes we're like, well, I just say it like it is. Like, there's people who pride themselves.
Yeah,
in
and being blunt. Yeah, blunt.
And look, that's great.
Yeah.
Be bold. Be honest.
Yeah.
But don't say it in pride, because mostly people are like, yo, I say how is I'm blunt. I don't mind being blunt.
It's a gift being bold, but it's also super rude and
yes,
disrespectful.
it's not a gift
just to
being
say.
prideful.
Yeah,
it's a gift to be
prideful.
bold, but not be prideful. Because again, right here it says, let it be helpful.
Right.
If you're going to be blunt, if that's a gift that you have to just be able to speak things straightforward, do that.
In love.
In love. Yeah, do
There's
it to
a
be
big
helpful.
difference.
Like, you need to think, not only is this going to help a person,
Yeah.
but how can I say it in a way that will be more helpful?
Yeah.
Because like if you have something in your teeth, right? And I'm like, hey babe, hey, just so you know, you kind of got like a thing you might want to, right? Or maybe I just shoot you a little text to like sneak it, right? Like I'm telling you it's helpful. But if I'm like, ew, you nasty, right? If I start like screaming, I'm just like now all of a sudden you feel gross. I just crushed you by pointing out something in you that made you feel ugly, right? And I could justify it by saying, well, I was helping you. But it's not just what we say, it's how we say it that's also helpful, right? If you have words, use those words to be good and to be helpful. And it says so that your words can be an encouragement to those who hear them.
I love that.
I want my words to be something that make people feel built up.
And confident.
And confident, that's good.
I think that it makes me think of your parents' mentor, Jim, who always says, let's talk about something more edifying.
Yeah.
Like if we're not, it's the classic as a kid, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. Like it's that simple. If you don't have something nice to say, then just don't say it.
Yeah.
I remember at church, our pastor shared a really funny sermon about these birds who were like flying together, and they kept dying because their prey would get them because they couldn't help but like be so loud. They were like, caw, caw, caw.
It's
like,
a natural instinct. They just
They-
make sounds when they fly.
Yeah.
It's when they're flying.
Yes.
It's like their vocal cords have to make sounds.
They have to do it, yeah. So they've started getting smarter and putting rocks in their mouths, so when they would fly across, their prey wouldn't hear them because they couldn't make that
because
sound.
they knew when they make the sound, it's attracting the predator, and now the predator comes and eats them.
Yes.
So they were like, we don't know how to fly and not make sounds, so maybe if we just get a beak full of rocks, we can now fly and not make sounds because of how hard it is to control the tongue sometimes. Right. Like
it's such a parallel to it was bringing them death, them not being able to shut their mouth.
Yeah.
And control their sounds.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
literally causing death. And it's the same thing with our tongue.
No, it's so true. We should find ways to start exercising disciplines to control our tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what you said too about my parents' mentor when he says, let's just talk about something more edifying. Sometimes it also means being willing to be a little bit weird and strange. And because that's not something that he loves doing, is everyone's laughing and talking and gossiping. And he's like, guys, let's talk about something more edifying. Like no one wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
But we need to be that guy.
Yeah, we need to be the weird guy.
We need
who's
to be
not going to enter into that.
Yes, we need to be willing to shut it down. Like you said, not enter into it. Just
change the
because
subject.
everyone else is, man, it's how strong though to be able to do that, right? And I think, again, this is a thing worth protecting in our lives, that we use our words to be an encouragement to those who hear them. If people can hear the sound of my voice What is that sound doing? How is it resonating in their mind? Is it for something encouraging and helpful, or is it something that's like I'm complaining and tearing things down? It is a huge, huge, huge decision that we have to make to be the person who speaks life. And I think that now, like, it gives us, again, we said this in the other video, but like, not only the ability, but the responsibility to speak encouragingly to people, that we are supposed to, and again, this last part, let your words be an encouragement to those who hear your words. If you're able to use words, use those words for the right things.
Right.